Um, Thinking I should wait for some people to show up, but um, because I have been going on now for about a week, almost a week. Everybody should be showing up again. At least some people should. Um, Still nobody. 30 seconds. Come on. Come on, people. Where are you? Okay. Today's video is about cravings. Um, a lot of us tend to have cravings of our old foods and stuff like that. So I just quickly grabbed a couple of the things. Somebody's here. I quickly grabbed a couple of things that would. Uh, Marie Chandler's here. Um, Grabbed a couple of things that would help somebody to fix that craving that they're having. Um, One of the main things is people hate to lose is bread. Okay. There is stuff out there that you can make your own bread with, and one of them is Carb Quick. If you guys ever have tried this, okay, it's if you've ever used Bisquick um, to make biscuits or pancakes or waffles or pie crust or pizza crust or anything like that, this is a very good alternative. Okay, 90% fewer carbs, keto friendly. There it is. Okay, there is the nutrition label on the side. All right. So, Carb Quick, if you're really dying for biscuit or bread, make some biscuits. It's not hard. Really, it's not. Same thing with the pancakes. If you want to make some pancakes, make some pancakes. Use this though. Okay. There is an alternative if you want to do pancakes and or waffles and you're really craving it. You could buy this kind, which I did. I haven't used it yet. I think I had it before though. Because I like pancakes, and I use the sugar-free syrup, which I have. Um, it's mine is from stevia, um, but here it is, pancakes, and they don't come out as fluffy, but they still taste like pancakes. So if you need pancakes or you need bread, here's this. Look at the biscuits. They don't really come out like that. At least mine never did. Anyway, um, other things that you could try to do if you want to just make your own, you can. You could try coconut flour. You could try almond flour. You could try other things like that. And you could try to make your own cookies if you want. Um, you could use Lily's chocolate chips. If you've never heard of these, my goodness, you should get them because they taste just like regular chocolate chips to me. Um, but they are flavored with erythritol and stevia, I believe. Says no sugar added, stevia sweetened, 55% cacao, vegan, non-GMO. Lily's dark chocolate. They're not bad. Okay. I tend to make a lot of my own fat bombs, as you guys remember from years past. And I will just put them in the freezer. Okay. Well, I did find some that you don't need to freeze, and that is these. Now, here's the good and the bad of these. The sweetener is something else. I'm not going to be able to read it. I can tell you that. Multidextrin, maybe? I thought that that would spike my blood sugar. And I've done tests with these. I've eaten 3 of these things to see if it'll spike my blood sugar. I'd eat 3, and then I'd wait about, well, I don't know. I wait about 20 minutes to a half an hour, and I test my blood sugar on with them. And these are pretty good. So they don't spike for me. Now, I'm not saying that they won't spike for you, but they come in a box of, you know, I don't know, 10 of them or something like that. And then I just throw them in a bag like this, and I have them set in the pantry. Oh, here's the, here, I taped the label on the outside of the bag of one of the boxes. And let's see if I can see the sugar. It's pretty far down on the ingredient list. There is stevia in it. I can't really see. Pretty sure there was something else in there that I didn't like. I can't read it right now. I don't have my glasses. But anyway, fat bombs. Matter of fact, I kind of want one now. So they look like little Reese's cups, but that's what they look like inside. And they taste just like mint. They're pretty good. So when you're really down, and you really are fighting those cravings for the bread or for the pancakes, mostly it's bread though, people, I think. Do the carb quick. It's not very expensive. And there's a lot of recipes and stuff on the back. So there's a lot of different things that you can make. Look, pizza crust, dumplings, or whatever I think is in here. The biscuits are in here. All different things. It's pretty neat. Waffles, pancakes. Yeah. So, I think there's even more. Yeah, there's more on the side. More different recipes on the side. So, that would be something that would definitely kill the craving for some dumpling or for some biscuits. Now, my suggestion is if you make a few of those biscuits, put them in the freezer or put them in the fridge. Don't eat the whole. I don't know. Don't make 5 of them and then eat 5 of them, because that just defeats the whole purpose. Yesterday, I noticed yesterday I ate fattening foods all day, right? I didn't have just one meal a day, or I didn't have just 2 separate meals. What I did was I tried to break down my meals and just have small fat meals throughout the day. Usually I either stay the same weight at that nighttime as I was in the morning, or I maybe a pound more or maybe a pound less. Last night, I was 6 pounds heavier than I was the day before, because I don't think I weighed myself yesterday. So the day before yesterday, I weighed 6 pounds more last night. And I thought, now how is that possible? So I went through my whole thing and I thought, well, you know what? It was because I was just tempting the eating gods again. And I was trying to eat fat meals, but breaking them up into like this meal, instead of being one big meal, I broke it up into 2, maybe 3. And the same thing with the other one. So what happened was I gained weight last night. But this morning, when I woke up, I had lost 5 pounds. And by the time I weighed myself, and I was about 5.4 pounds less this morning than I was last night, about 5.4. And yet, I still haven't eaten yet today. That was my fat bomb. I've been up for 6 hours. And No, I don't. I don't know. I haven't weighed myself since 6 a.m., but I'm betting I've probably lost that 6 pounds already. So that's good. I'm back on track. I'm gonna wait. When I get really off track and I feel like I'm not losing any weight, my first go-to is the one meal a day. Okay, that's my first go-to. Um, I'll go to that. I'll go to about 4:30, and then I'll eat my salad with my fattening. That's good. Misunderstood. Awesome. 4 pounds. See. Um, I will go to my salad, my fats, my little bit of proteins. I will try to get all my macros in in one meal for the day. Um, One of my followers used to do that, and he still does it. He's up in Nova Scotia or something like that, I believe. Derek, I think his name was. I still follow him on Instagram, and he still posts his one meal a day. Um, yeah, one meal a day is a way to really boost. It boosts the ketosis stage, and it really forces the body to utilize fat for energy because you're not eating all day. Now, I don't feel hungry, okay? Like I don't feel like I need to eat right now, and that's good. But I do feel as though I've lost a little bit of weight, so that's also good. But um, I don't know. Is it something that I can maintain for a long period of time? Sure. Eating one meal a day is not hard. I just make sure that I put everything that I need in that one meal. That's it. And I do a lot of lettuce or a lot of like my spring mix stuff, which is spinach, it's arugula, it's romaine. It, there's a lot of different things in there. And I even do the kale. I know you guys talk about how kale isn't great and you hate kale and you don't like kale, but I know kale has like vitamin C, it has iron, it has all these other things in there that that just outdo some of the other things. Like it's got more calcium than milk. It's than 3 ounce than what is it, like 3 ounces of kale has more than 8 ounces of milk, more calcium. I think it has what is it? It's got more vitamin C than oranges, and it's got more iron. I think is it iron? I think it's iron than a steak. So people say they hate kale, but it's not all that bad. What did she say? I think I'm. Wait, that's what I'm scared of. Misunderstood said. That's what I'm scared of. Yeah. You can. You just have to plan your meal out. You just have to plan it out. So, um, I will use MCT oil for some of my fats. So it's kind of a cheat. Okay, so not everything I have has fats in it, but I will take my salad. I will put some avocado on it. Not avocado, but um, guacamole. I like the guac. I remember I told you I like guacamole over the cauliflower or the avocado. It's stupid, but it's just the way it is. So there's fats there. I'll do 2 tablespoons of MCT oil. Sometimes I'll even do a little bit more. So I know I'm getting some fats there. And then I'm gonna maybe I'll fry up a piece of bacon and I'll use that as my crumble on top of my salad. I'll use my salad dressing that has a little bit of fat in it as well. And then I'll try to use some sort of like maybe an egg, 2 eggs, like scrambled up on my salad, or I'll do egg salad on top of my salad, or I'll do um, some pepperonis. I'll chop up those and put those on my salad. It's just a matter of getting the higher fat meats and putting them on there. I also will do um, chicken. I'll put chicken on a salad just because I like the taste of chicken salad, um, like a um, like a chicken Caesar salad. Yeah, I could eat those all the time, but I have to make them more fattening than what they are. Now I do like Chipotle. If you guys have a Chipotle nearby, they do use grass-fed meats. They have the avocado, the guacamole already made up. I like that. I just I like going in there. I get my salad bowl. Um, it's very convenient. I get my sour cream on it. I get my that pesto, that green hot stuff on it. Um, yeah, if you can't plan the first night or two, grab a Chipotle. A Chipotle salad is very keto, very high fat. I get extra meat um, with sour cream, the pesto, the lettuce, like the green. He puts in the greens. I don't put any beans or rice. No, no. I don't know why they even ask me that. It's always weird. And then I'll get like all the other vegetables I can think of that they have there already chopped up, and I'll have them put it in my salad. So I know I'm getting more of a salad kind of meal that night, but the avocado is good, high in fat. My sour cream has some fat, and my dressing has some fat. So I know that, and then the meats are all grass fed. They grass fed animal, like the grass fed cheeses, and it's really they really care about the food and the meats and cheeses and stuff that they use. So that's why I like Chipotle. They're very organic. So if you need a good meal in a pinch, Chipotle is the place I would recommend. But I know that Wendy's is very accommodating with their bacon cheeseburger. Um, if you tell them you don't want the bun, they don't act all weird like some other places used to do. Um, oh, let's see. Fat fit, fat to fit. Gabby said, "I just joined the chat. I've been off keto, eating high carb for weeks now. When I start keto again, I want to know, is 50 grams of carbs every day great amount of carbs to have?" Now, you want to go, uh, Gabby, you need to, in the beginning, you need to um, get rid of the carbs. 50 might even still be too high. Hey, there's a blast from the past. Look at that. Um, awesome. Gabby, I just restarted keto as well. Okay. I did the whole high carbs for a while too, and I get it. That's why I'm back. Okay. That's why a lot of these people are saying, glad to see me back. Uh, but I'm going through the whole same thing that you're about ready to go through. Now, I've been doing it for about 6 weeks. I've been back. I'm down 21 pounds, I think, something like that, 20, 21 pounds. And I'm fine with the progress so far. Um, I'm going to implement working out soon, though, too. So, yeah, because I want to really boost my keto. I want to burn off some more calories. I want to get in physical shape to where I don't get winded from doing normal things. And right now I get a little winded doing some things, and that's not me. So I want to be able to go for walks with my wife, and not get tired. I don't really get that tired. I could do it, but it's painful for one, so I have to get used to it. I have to get the leg used to the pain again. That's the other bad thing is that it's not just cardio for me. I have to get used to the pain, and the pain is not good. The pain is pretty hard to deal with sometimes in the leg. How long does it take for someone to get keto adapted? Uh, you can get back into ketosis within 24 hours. But to get fat adapted, if that's the question you're wondering, fat adapted, I guess we can call it keto adapted. Pretty close to the same thing. It could take 4 to 6 weeks. Like I don't know that I'm fat adapted yet. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. Um, it's not something that I really just say, well, that's my goal is to get fat adapted. It is. It is my goal. But I don't have any way of testing for it. I don't have any way of checking to see if I am fat adapted or not. So I just keep doing the process. I just trust in the process, and I just keep doing the keto. And I check my blood sugar, and I check my ketones and make sure that everything is still working right. I just jumped back on into it. This is the first week. Lockdown chunk has been creeping up. Too many Jamesons and rice and peas. Yeah. We all. This is why I'm doing all these post quarantine videos. Quarantine wasn't friendly to everybody. Quarantine. I guess people are there. There's like, you know, they're talking about like this quarantine 20 or something like that. People are gaining about 20 pounds over the quarantine, and if you had to do keto before to keep weight off, there's a chance that you gain more than 20 pounds because seems like certain people can gain more weight very easily, and that sucks. But what we were talking about earlier was the carb quick. So make sure if you don't have it, get some of it. Make sure you have fat bombs. I always have fat bombs. These are ones I could take with me on vacation, which is what I will do. Lily's chocolate, if I'm ever really super craving. You ever see there's the 90-second mug muffin? Okay. Am I back? Am I not on? Am I on? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Was I on when I was trying to make that phone call back? My wife called. I don't know what she wanted. It just froze everything up. Yeah, are we talking to Gabby? Gabby, you need to do under 20 carbs. I don't do net carbs. I just do. I don't try to take off the carbs for added fake sugars or stuff like that or fiber. I just take the exact carbs that's in that product. That's what I go with in the beginning. You can later on you can do that if you want. Whereas like I said, total carbohydrates is 16 grams on this stuff. Okay, but then there's the fiber is 14 grams. All right, and so that puts the net carbs, your total net carbs, at 2 per serving. So it's not bad for carb quit. Okay, but I don't. In the beginning, I don't do that. That's why this box is still pretty heavy. This box is. That's why this is still pretty full. I haven't dipped into this. I haven't kneaded the bread. I haven't kneaded the chocolate yet. But what I was saying was when my wife, right before my wife tried to call, was there's this 90-minute mug muffin. Look it up. I think I've posted a video on it, but if you look it up, you can make it with like some coconut flour, some of these, I think you put in some almond flour, some butter, maybe something else, an egg, and you basically you're making this little batter in a cup, and then you put it in the microwave for 90 seconds, and it makes a muffin about that thick in a mug, and it's sprinkled with these, which will kill any chocolate craving you have. And it's a mug muffin, and you just eat it. You could eat it with a spoon. Eat it right out of the mug. That is something that would be far down the road for me right now. Haven't needed it, so I don't, and I only do it once in a while. That before, but if you're, I'm just talking. It's a craving. Some people sometimes, if you have that craving and you want the chocolate chip or a cookie or something like that, do it yourself with these. Do it yourself. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't all get screwed up. I got Keto Cup by Berger Bender's brownie. Yeah, it's yummy. Oh yeah, this stuff here. Yep. Oh, there's the voicemail. Left a voicemail. Well, we'll check it in a little bit. I'm sure it's not that important, but you never know. If it was, I think she would have called back, or she would have answered when I was calling her. Anyway, what else? I have a lot of fat to lose at 390. Okay. Should I worry about how much my fat intake is on keto, or just focus on being low carb? Just focus on being low carb. Make sure you know you're eating fats. Gabby, make sure you are eating fats. Okay. If you aren't eating fats, you're not going to get fat adapted. You're not going to get the body to utilize fat as an energy. You need to try to get into ketosis as soon as you can. So maybe if you try what I'm doing right now, try that for the first week, and it's 1 meal a day. If you can do it. If you can't, then do 2 meals a day, but do them far apart. Okay? Do maybe breakfast and then do dinner. All right? Always make sure you have a salad, though. All right? I know for Monday, I tried to print up that picture, and for some reason my printer isn't recognizing my phone. It's not recognizing my wife's phone either. And I think we only have black and white printer right now anyway. Like our color is not working for some reason. It's a brand new printer. It doesn't work. But I'll have that picture for you. I sent it to her last night to see if she could do something with it. But come Monday, I think I'm going to show you Dr. Eric Westman's page 4. I don't know if you've ever heard of Dr. Westman's page 4, but I will have it for you on Monday. Yes, I will. And it's very informative. It is everything. Basically, when I first started keto, that was one of the first books I looked at, and I followed that page 4 to the T, and that really helped out. Yeah. Well, Dr. Westman is, he's got a different way of doing the keto diet. His is more of a his isn't really the keto diet necessarily. His is a no sugar, no starch diet. Now he's great. He's a great guy. I'm not a big fan. Oh, you're talking Dr. Berg. Not a big fan of Dr. Berg. Dr. Berg is not a nutritionist. He's a chiropractor. Now, I'm not going to say he's wrong, because what works for some people may not always work for another. But Dr. Berg has some good tips and good advice, but he also gives some bad tips and bad advice. I've seen it. But 90% of what he says is pretty good. It's just some of that other stuff that I've seen, it kind of throws it all off. And um, I still listen to him. I still go on there and I listen to his whiteboard speeches and his advice, and I still learn stuff from Dr. Berg. I don't know where he gets all his knowledge from, um, because he's not a nutritionist, as far as I know. If I ate all the vegetables, Dr. Berg, I wouldn't be able to. Yeah, yeah. He recommends a lot of vegetables. Yeah, he recommends a lot. Yeah, he's on the. It's on the weird side. Yeah. Yep. White food is a deal breaker. Is that what you said? White food? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If it's white, don't eat it, other than eggs. Sour cream. I love sour cream. All right. So anybody got any questions or comments? It is Friday today, and are we still on? Are we still live? All right. Oh, what did she ask? Do you eat products with sucralose in them, like Hughes barbecue sauce or Heinz? I have a different kind of barbecue sauce that I use. It's not G Hughes though. I'll have to bring that maybe another time. Like I said, next week I'm going to show what I do as far as food wise. I'll break out a lot of the food I have in my pantry that's keto, and I'll display it on the island next week, and we'll go over all the foods that I have, including ketchup. And it's not that ketchup. I don't think it's a Heinz. What have you done? Lost 50 pounds on a high protein. 3 months it took. Benny, that's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. The only thing I have against a high protein diet is that it's not sustainable, only because being high protein, meaning the protein is then turning into sugar, so it's still causing inflammation in your body, and it's not giving you the health benefit that the ketogenic diet gives you. So the ketogenic diet brings the protein, which is what Atkins used to be, which was the high protein diet. It brings the protein to a moderate level. Yeah, it works. Any diet can work temporarily. You could make any diet work. People have made the cabbage diet work. People have made some lady makes this banana diet work. She eats like 30 bananas a day, and I think that's all she eats. Uh, there's, and you know, there's the paleo, there's the keto, there's the Atkins, there's all these different kinds of diets out there, and these diets get ranked all the time, and they try to rank the keto diet pretty bad all the time, saying how bad it is for you, but yet everything they say about it is inaccurate. There you go, Benny. Another 75. That's 125 pounds. Good for Benny. Yep. I was just going through t-shirts this morning, putting away all the large t-shirts, putting them in the boxes, because I am not going to look at them until I'm ready for them again. Um, So I was wearing 3X, now I'm wearing 2X, and eventually, I think by the end of the summer, I will be a 1X, and that is probably where I'll be. Is a extra large. I've always been extra large. I think since high school, I've been extra large. So, what are your thoughts on eating meat like ham, processed? I don't like processed meats. I don't like lunch meats. Hot dogs. If you get uncured hot dogs, sure. On keto and stuff like that. There's very little sugar in uncured hot dogs, so you can get those. If you get the all natural as you can meat cuts of meat, like ham, okay, for instance, ham. If you get the all natural ham, and it's not going to be laced with a lot of sugar, so it's same thing with like the like you can get uncured meats in lunch meats and stuff. So it depends on the quality of the meat that you buy. That's what it would really depend on. If you buy Oscar Mayer, no, they're probably going to be it's going to be laced with preservatives and sugars. Remember, your salt intake is an important factor in retaining water. Sure. Yep, I do 2 cubes of chicken bouillon with 2 tablespoons of butter still. Do you guys remember when I used to do that? That's such a great drink at night. 2 bouillon cubes. 2 chicken bouillon cubes with 2 tablespoons of water and 2 cup and like a big mug of microwaved water, hot water, and then I'll blend them together with the blender, and they taste so good, so good. That drink is very good for right before you want to go to bed or something. You eat all that? You eat all that lunch meat and stuff? Yeah. Try you try to stay as clean as you can. As far as meats go, try to stay as clean as you can. I read all the labels and check. Benny says I read all the labels and check all the for salt and sugar. They love sneaking it in. Benny, you should be high in sugar or salt. Don't believe the lies about reducing your salt. Look it up. There's a video with what's his name, Doctor Stephen. God, I can't think of his name, but I'll have it for you next time. What's his name? Anyway, talks about the benefits of high sugar or high salt, and how it's more detrimental to be low salt than it is high salt. Benny, the chances of the salt being the reason your blood pressure is up is usually not true. Why do you have 180 over 35? Can't be 35. Where do you live, Benny? Where do you live? Do you live in the States? Hi, Linda. Linda says she'll come back. I'm not early. I'm not early. I was on at 12 noon. Finney, Stephen Finney. Thank you, Life Adventures. Yes, Dr. Stephen Finney has a video on the salt intake. He talks about these 2 men that put forward a thing. I think they're called McDonald and somebody. But he talks about how they put forward this result that shows how salt intake actually helps benefit you more than trying to reduce your salt. Like it literally takes like somebody with low salt is more likely to die from low salt than they would be from high salt. They could eat over 12,000, I think, milligrams of salt before they would still equal what the U.S. recommended daily salt intake of 3,500, I think, is, or 2,500. I'll have to redo all my studying again over the weekend. I used to know all these numbers right off the bat, but I think the daily recommended is about 335, something like that. 3,000 to 3,500 milligrams of salt, or whatever unit they measure in. But um, if you are to maintain the U.S. recommended daily salt intake, you're more likely to die from that. Yeah, he has the chart. He had it, and these men posted it in the New England Journal of Medicine uh, with them, and nobody has yet to dispute it. And it's as accurate as you can get. I'm missing a lot of people's talks. CJ's Wild Heart Devil Spit Sauce. That doesn't even sound. Sounds like it's gonna kill you. So your blood pressure is 180 over 85. I don't believe the salt is the culprit. 20. 20, Gabby. Go to 20. Don't look back. Stay at 20 until you see major results. Don't even worry about going back up to 30. Get rid of the carbs. Just get rid of them. Have you tried apple cider vinegar, Benny? Kale. Have you done kale? Kale will bring your blood pressure down. Help bring your blood pressure down. Apple cider vinegar will. I'll help you though, Benny. I'll get you some other remedies for you, but it's not salt. I'm telling you. No, Benny. Mrs. Dash is not a good salt substitute. Okay, that's good. Mrs. Dash, you. No. I'm gonna, Benny, message me on here. I'm not sure if I have. I'm gonna send you his video. I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna then send it to you. Message me either Facebook or somehow. I forget how you always know where to find me. No, don't worry about it. Message me and I will send you Dr. Finney's video on it. Watch his video. I have watched that thing almost 20 times. All right. Message me and I will send you that email or that video, because he is one of the premier doctors in the ketogenic diet in any type of fitness. Well, yeah, you could use the pink stuff for the minerals. That's good. But you need to. Some people, yeah, you just need to read the book or watch the video. Watch the video. I have his books too. I have like 3 or 4 of his books, Dr. Finney's. He wrote a couple books with this other guy. Boy, I'm really out of practice with all the names and everything. But It was a very informative book. How will you get your salt with one meal? You won't. You'll get it with water. You'll add a pinch of salt with your water. Every time you drink some water, add a pinch of salt in your mouth or whatever. Drink it up. Do the bouillon cubes too. Dr. Finney talks about those in his video. That's where I got the idea from. He says whenever he's low on salt, he will take those. He keeps a baggie of bouillon cubes in his travel bag, so when he needs extra salt, he does it. Yep. Doctors have been giving the advice that salt, like, it's about 97% of the population has no problem with salt, but 3% sometimes do. Sometimes. But doctors tend to blame everything, like high blood pressure and everything like that, on salt, and it tends not to be that. Okay, 97% of the world's population, or the United States at least, are not affected by high salt intake, but yet we're all pressured into cutting our salt back as if any salt for us is bad. And that's just the opposite. When I do more salt, my body feels less pain. What salt do I use? I use Celtic sea salt. I also use the pink Himalayan sea salt, but I make sure it's not from California. California is fake. It's fake sea salt. They just color it pink. I make sure it's actual sea salt. I like the Celtic sea salt, and then I also use the no salt. You guys remember that? I tell you that. No salt I use just for potassium. That's the salt substitute that you can use. But I still put in regular pink Himalayan sea salt in every food I have. Every day. Yep. Oh yeah, the food pyramid was a joke. Food pyramid is actually the same food pyramid they use to make pigs fat for farmers. Imagine that. All right, guys. I'm going to get going here. I need to check and see if that message was important from my wife, or I'll get in trouble here. All right? Have a great weekend, everybody. I will be back on Monday. Benny, I'll try to get you that video ASAP as soon as I figure out what this voicemail says. I want to thank everybody for the first good week here back. This was my first week back, and I appreciate it. I think I made it every day. You guys have been awesome to talk to. Great conversation. It's just awesome. All right. I will read a lot of these questions and posts on here. Benny, make sure you get me your email or whatever you do in my message thing. Message me. And if you don't hear from me within the hour, you need to make sure I got your message. All right. Anyway, you guys can keep chatting, keep posting on the comments if you want. I have to go. I will talk to you all soon. All right, I'll check on that. I'll check on that email.